I saw you strike that poor man.
Yes, ma'am. Just as hard as I could.
Hi, my name is John Nielsen. I'm here with Simon Richards and Eva Jansen. And we're going to talk to you a little bit today about escaping from a wrist grab. The first thing I want to say about this is that a lot of times you'll see information on the internet that is going to tell you how to get out of a wrist grab, and I got to say that it's not valuable at all. The problem is that they're coming at it from a scenario-based approach, and if you get in a self-defense situation, it will probably not be the scenario that you prepared for. And it's kind of hard to imagine a situation where they're going to do exactly what they showed you in the scenario. So I want to talk about some of the problems that they have with that approach and why some of the things that they say won't work. But in addition to that, I'll show you some of the things that if you actually came to that situation in Wing Chun, we'd be able to do it with a superior solution. So we're going to have Simon grab Eva in a same-side wrist grab. So he's going to take his right hand, grab her left hand. What a lot of people will tell you, and this is pretty good information, is that the weak part of his grab is the point between his thumb and his fingers here. So what they're going to tell you to do is they're going to tell you to take this radius bone and they're going to rotate it so that it's in the weak point between his thumb and his fingers here. And that's a good idea. Normally the way they tell you to do that is to rotate your hand up, and if Simon's compliant, then she can do that, and she can bring that hand up like that. If Simon doesn't want her to raise her arm up like that, he can stop her from doing that. He can hold her down. So a better solution is to just control the direction of her elbow here so that she can rotate. Move your elbow. So you can rotate your elbow around. Even though he's grabbing really hard, Eva can turn her elbow around. And so this way she doesn't have to move his hand around. She just moves her hand inside his grip. The next thing they're going to tell you to do is that they're going to tell you to pull your arm out directly, and now she gets out. Do that. That's good. But the problem is Simon's not going backwards here. He's able to come forward. So when she pulls out like that, Simon can just come right after if he wants to. So she hasn't really saved herself. She can't back up faster than he can go forward. And if she turns around and runs, there's a good chance that Simon's going to be able to catch her. So that's not how we would do it in Wing Chun. We will turn the wrist the way that we said, so go ahead and turn the wrist. And then what we're going to do is we're going to rotate around this spot here, and she's going to point her elbow
push your elbow toward him. So this way, she's peeling out of his grab, and she's able to defend herself at the same time while she hits him.
She's going to peel out on this side. Now she's got her hand ready so that she can cover. And then if he tried to hit her with the other hand, she can use this hand to stop it. So we're going to do that a little bit faster. Go ahead, Simon, grab her like that. Go ahead, Eva, get out of there. Like that. Okay, so she's out. And again, that's one way that Wing Chun would show you to do that. It's basically out of this bong cell. Right there in chapter 8 of Chun. So now that we've shown you that and how Wing Chun would approach this, I want to talk to you about some of the other problems that people show you on the internet. So let's say that Simon's grabbing hold of Eva again. Now, some people will tell you that after you've turned your wrist that way, you should bring your other hand in here and grab it like this. Now, the problem with this is that Simon's got a free hand. Now, I'm not saying you should never use your other hand to get out of a grab, but when he's got a free hand over there, all you've done is stop yourself from defending yourself. So if he tries to hit her now, she can't really do anything about it. So that's a bad idea. Now, I've also seen people say this, that if you're going to, if he grabs her from a cross grab like this, and she reaches over like, no, she's going to reach over all the way around and grab her hand that way, and then she's going to bring her hands over and punch down and get out. She just turned her back to Simon, and if Simon's really an aggressor, he's going to come after her and he's going to hurt her. Bad idea. Don't do it. Okay, that's not a cross grab. But that's, again, about grabbing your own hand and pulling out. When the guy's got a free hand, it's a bad idea. Also, turning your back is a bad idea. If you can back up and then run away, hey, I'm all for it. But you can't expect that you can back up faster than he can go forward, and you can't expect that you're going to be able to outrun him. Okay, so another one that I've seen people talk about is, let's say that he grabs her again like this, and she's going to rotate her wrist around a little bit, rotate her wrist down this way a little bit like that, and then she's going to reach over with this hand and she's going to grab a hold of his hand there, and then if Simon complies, then she'll bring him over like this and put him into a wrist lock, right? How nice was that? It was really fun, wasn't it? It's really impressive. Okay, Now if Simon doesn't want to comply, and Eva tries to do that, then Eva's already tying up her two hands, and the problem is, Simon's not going to let her do it. He's not going to let her pull that hand around him. If he's stronger than her, she's not going to get this. She's going to have to get this through, I mean, if she actually is going to get it hit on with, oh sorry, you're right, same side. If she actually is going to get this, she's going to have to do it through manipulating body position. So she's going to have to like roll the arm down here like this, step over here like this, and get Simon to come over here like this, and then maybe she can get into this position. But that's tough. You can't, there's no way that you're going to get that like watching just a video. Okay, so then, let's see, there is one other thing that I wanted to show that people say, and you know, it's also a problem. Sometimes what they'll tell you to do is drop down low so that you get into a really, really solid stance. Okay, so they want to put you in this arrow stance like this, and I might not be doing this exactly right, but I don't care if they do it better than I do. There's a problem that you're weak in this direction over here. So if Simon starts pulling me in this direction over here, there's no way that I can withstand that directional force. So instead, if I'm standing up in a Wing Chun stance and he starts pulling me in that direction, I can always move this other foot over here. And then, you know, I'm more solid in an upright position than I am down low like that. And then I can still come after him just like I showed you before. And now I'm still coming after him instead. So those are basically the things that we wanted to go over today. And my advice to you is not to look at the videos and try to come up with self-defense. You've got to go to a self-defense course. And you can see how Wing Chun has a superior solution to most of these problems, but you need to learn an actual self-defense. And this might take years for you to get. Watching a video is certainly not going to give you the answer.